Any minute now, the Orangemen will be touching down out at Hancock Field, and I'm sure they'll get a warm welcome.
Just a little bit. Oh, yeah, they will. And, of course, heads held high, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
What
It was a great season.
It was. Outstanding, Scott. You know, really, when you get to the regional finals of the NC2A tournament, you expect to see a close game between two highly rated teams. And that's just what today's game between number 2 seed Syracuse and top seed Illinois turns out to be. This contest is close most of the way, except for a run by each team. Syracuse gets its running game going in the first half. The Orange score 14 straight as Sherman Douglas finds Billy Owens for the fast break layup. Seconds later, David Johnson will get the steal. The outlet pass to Douglas, who will finish it off with a dunk, and the Orange with this will find themselves up by 12. The Fighting Illini, though, make their run at the Orange when it counts the most, midway through the second half. Nick Anderson will battle inside, pulling down the offensive rebound, coming up with a bucket, and Illinois has a lead they will not relinquish, 72-70. Illinois goes up, in fact, by 6 a couple of minutes later when Steve Bardo hits the J. The Orangemen make one last-ditch effort at a trip to Seattle when Sherman Douglas nails a three-pointer with 22 seconds to play, pulls SU to within one, 87-86. But the men from Champaign-Urbana do not fold. They win it from the foul line at the end and end the Syracuse basketball season.
At that stage of the game, we have to get that rebound. We have a chance, you know, a reasonably good chance to win the ball game. I thought that, you know, we played well. Billy came up with another big game. I think offensively, he's really stepped up his production since the tournament play started. He's a big game player. He really started to come on in the tournament, and I thought Sherman, you know, just flat out won the game the other night for us, and did everything he could today to win the game for us. But Illinois just did a better job on the boards, and you know, they've got a great offensive rebounding team. I think they've got a tremendous basketball team overall, but that's something that they do extremely well.
All right, Illinois 89-86 over the Orange. Way out west, Duke over Georgetown. Long day for the Big East, 85-77. About 14 minutes to go in this one. The darker uniform Blue Devils about to start the run that will put them ahead for good. And this after a Georgetown save of the ball at the Blue Devil end. Duke comes up with it, freshman Christian Leitner, as a matter of fact, and Quinn Snyder goes over Alonzo Mourning to give the Devils the lead. Moments later, Alonzo Mourning will find himself on the bench and will be for some key minutes in this stretch. Go to 7 minutes to play. Duke's Leitner gets the bucket that puts the Devils into a double-digit advantage. But here came the Hoyas with 4 minutes to play. Mark Tillman's three-pointer will cap a 10-0 run in just about 2 minutes' time. They still are down by 4. After this, foul shots are the key. Those that are made by Duke, for example, this is Leitner, and those that are missed by Georgetown, unfortunately. Gee, Big East and the foul thing. Maybe we ought to have an extra season for fouls. Again, Blue Devils win it by 8. College lacrosse today. Hobart hangs on to hold off Ohio Wesley at 8-7 the difference. 2 late fourth-period goals by Statesman junior attack Lance Savage. NBA today, tonight, 2 games. Mid-third, Lakers lead Phoenix by 11. Today, Boston thwarts the Philly comeback. Celtics by 2, 105-103. NHL 4 games. Washington 3-2 over the Islanders. Vancouver 7-3 over Winnipeg earlier. Tonight, Pittsburgh over the Rangers 6-4. And Calgary gets 3 in the third to beat Chicago 7-5. Pro boxing, WBC welterweight champ Marlon Starling has a rotator cuff injury in his left shoulder. He'll be down at least 3 months, so his April 15 fight with Mark Breland is off indefinitely. Now to men's pro golf over that watery kind of layout down in New Orleans late today. Par 4, 13, 380 yards worth. Greg Norman can birdie this one if he can get it down right here. Doesn't go. Even so, remains tied for the lead with Tim Simpson here, each at 13 under. Simpson, moments later, also on 13. Also the bird attempt. And he knocks it down to take the lead by 1. But the great white shark out of Queensland, Australia, still in the hunt to the island green at 15. And what a shot. Iron shot, approach shot to the green. You get this down and you eagle the hole, but he couldn't do it. Meantime, Simpson's on at 15. When he knocks down yet another birdie putt, the match is his by 2 shots. Norman and Hal Sutton finished tied for second today in New Orleans. With the women, Allison Finney captures her first LPGA event in 7 years, winning the Classic in Phoenix by 1 shot over Beth Daniel. Auto racing rescheduled Richmond 400 today along the NASCAR circuit. It will be Rusty Wallace's day as he edges Alan Kulwicki to win it all. tire problems keep things interesting for Rusty Wallace. Dale Earnhardt also makes a late run to keep the pressure on Wallace, who wins his second NASCAR race of the young season. Earnhardt runs third. Formula One season opens in Brazil. Temperature over 100 degrees on the track, late summer down there, as Nigel Mansell in a Ferrari comes back late to regain an earlier lead and wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Alain Prost runs second. Exhibition baseball, Yankees 3-2 over Baltimore. Mets lose to Montreal 3-2. Toronto tames St. Louis 6-0. Dave Stieb, the winning pitcher. No further musings from Cincy manager Pete Rose tonight. Stay tuned. The oldest active player in the majors will start. He's a pitcher. He'll start for the New York Yankees next week, opening day of the big league season. Tommy John, age 45. It's not bad,
He's
Scott.
been around a while.
Yeah.
Final four. Any picks?
Well, we got to root for Seton Hall, of course.
Yeah, the sentimental favorite.
Michigan-Illinois is one matchup, and of course, Seton Hall and Duke the other one.
I like Michigan.
Michigan is playing well. That's a Cinderella story for the assistant coach, Steve Fisher. Yeah,
they look good. I think they're peaking at the right time.
They might be.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Thanks, Jack.
Yep.
Another nice day on the way. Your back to work forecast up next.
For our biggest and best anniversary sale ever at Jerry's Carpets.
Hey, did you hear about Alan? Yeah. You know, the guy was a heart attack just waiting to happen.
No kidding, huh?
Yeah. Hey, didn't he have a kid?
I think so. The scariest part about heart disease is all the little things you leave behind. You can help prevent it. We can tell you how.
Bitter custody battles on the next Oprah Winfrey Show.
Monday afternoon at 4.
One of the earliest Easter holidays in recent years is also one of the warmest. We should only get down into the high 30s tonight as that warming trend continues on into the work week. We may top out at 70 tomorrow before dropping slightly, but we will still be warmer than normal all week long. Coming up, the forecast in just a minute, but first let's go out to the weather window. And there it is. Boy, a look at a beautiful central New York sunset from Schiller Park in Syracuse. Our stats for today, our high temperature 54 degrees, way above normal, our low 38, no precipitation, our month and yearly totals stay the same, and no chance for snow today, 8.6 for the month and 90 straight across for the season. Right now in Syracuse, our temperature 41 degrees, humidity 70%, the barometer 30.22 and steady. Winds are out of the east at 5 miles an hour. Checking out the big picture across the nation tonight, a calm and mostly clear night for the eastern two-thirds of the nation, following a day filled with sunshine and record high temperatures. 90 degrees in Russell, Kansas, 82 in Kansas City, 76 in Fort Wayne, Indiana.